Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome. I wanted to bring you guys an update on a case that came out last year out of California. There was a shooting of a couple, a very young couple, who were sitting in the car in their driveway with their 1 year old baby in the back seat, in his car seat. And excuse me, when the shooting happened, it was just a really shocker because it seemed like it could have come from really anywhere. Somebody driving by, just a very sporadic situation where you didn't know if it could have involved some type of gang initiation or if the couple or one of the people in the couple had an issue with someone else and then they came to retaliate or affect some type of shooting. So it was really a scary situation because their small baby was in the car, also in the back seat, in his car seat, and he also was shot. He was taken to the hospital and he was given to family, so he was okay. But sadly, both his parents, his mom and his dad, both were unalived. And unfortunately, this young child will have to grow up without his mother, the nurturer, the person that's going to have your best interest, care for you, raise you up, instill all kind of values in you day in and day out with care and love and concern as you being their number one priority. And also dad, right? Dad is the protector. Dad is the provider. Dad raises his son up, spends time with him, wanting him to be better than him, but also being able to add value into his life. Um, going to play sports, doing activities, so many things that dad will be doing in his son's life. I thought it was um, just a especially heinous act to unalive both parents. Um, just devastating for the families, for the child not even understanding, realizing what has happened. It will take years to unpack what has happened to both his parents. Very sad situation and story. And honestly, I wonder, how are they going to go about finding the assailant, because they really didn't have a lot of leads, and the police were really seeking the public tips. And I'm sure they canvassed the area, they knocked on doors, they tried to find some video, possibly somebody walking past or driving past, or maybe soliciting tips or offering a reward, right? Any way to get the information on who did this, who committed this tragedy, the senseless murder of both of these two very young people just starting out in life with a small child. So I want to bring you an update today. We have an update in the case, we have an arrest, and sadly, this person has a history, a criminal history. Um, Committing violent acts. So let's get to it. So on the Hidden Horror Facebook page, I included two pieces of information. One is the information that I found online that was I got pretty much from the police department, and then I was able to find a article. It's not a lot of reporting of this, but I'm always looking. I'm always searching for case updates to bring them to you, so we know what is going on in that case now. So check out the Hidden Horror Facebook page for the two links. The first link is from the lapdonline.com website. You can check it out there, or you can just read because I just copied and pasted, so you have it right there. So, murder charges filed in Harbor City double murder. NR 24028TI and this is dated January 25th, 2024. Harbor City. The Los Angeles Police Department's South Bureau homicide detectives announced the arrest of suspect responsible for multiple murders. So this suspect was charged with their murders, but also someone else's murder. Okay, so let's get to it. On September 4th, 2023, Carlos Loera and Ashley Guzman were shot and unalive in the 1000 block of 253rd Street, Harbor City. Their 1 year old child was also struck by the gunfire but survived his injuries. On September 30th, 2023, Joseph Saldana was shot and unalive in the 1200 block of North Park Western Drive, San Pedro. Dion Johnson, a 20-year-old resident of Wilmington, was identified as the person who shot and unalived all three victims. So they're saying that Mr. Johnson was involved in both shootings where he was the shooter and he unalived all three victims, including our focus case plus this other person, okay, whose name is Joseph Saldana, and that was about 4 weeks apart. Their shooting was on September 4th. His shooting was on September 30th. Okay. On January 18th, 2024, at 1:05 p.m., Johnson was arrested near the 900 block of Lacme Avenue. Johnson was booked under booking number 6744717 for 187 PC-murder. On January 22nd, 2024, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed charges against Johnson for the murders of Carlos Loera, Ashley Guzman, and Joseph Saldana. The district attorney also filed one count of attempt murder. Now, that may be for the 1 year old baby, okay, who survived the, are they calling it? They're not really saying, but he was struck by gunfire, okay? So that may be for the 1 year old. Anyone with additional information is urged to contact South Bureau Homicide Division detectives. Okay, so they are still, the police need your help. They're still looking for tips and information. You can remain anonymous. You can go to their Crime Stoppers page. You can go online to lepdonline.org. You can submit a tip. You can remain anonymous. And really, they're trying to get dangerous people off of the street. You never know how vulnerable you are, what can happen to you until sometimes danger is already there. So if you know of any information, please, the police is urging you, their families, they need closure. That baby is going to go a lifetime without both parents. And also we have another victim, the Mr. Joseph Saldana was also unalive. So we have three unalive, and we also have the baby being struck by the gunfire. Okay, so they really need your help. They need your support. And if you know of any information, you need to reach out to them, contact them, provide those details. You never know where that can lead, right? So we're going to go there, and then we're going to go to the article. Okay, it's on abc7.com. It's dated January 26, 2024. The article is by Ashley Mackey, and it's titled Man Arrested in Fatal Shootings of Young Parents and Teen in Harbor City, San Pedro. So let's read this article. A Wilmington man was arrested in the unalivings of three people, a 17-year-old boy, and a young couple who were shot inside their car with their 1-year-old son in the back seat, the Los Angeles Police Department announced Thursday. Okay, so now we know that Mr. Joseph Saldana was 17 years old. So he was a minor. He was a minor. All of these people are very, very young, right? Ashley, she was 18. She was a young mother. Um, uh, Carlos, he was 21. These are very young people just starting out their life, not even getting a chance to experience life. Also, being parents and having that commitment, that responsibility is really sad to read this, okay? Dion Johnson, 20, faces 3 counts of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder in connection with multiple shootings last year, authorities said at a news conference attended by the victims' families. Johnson is accused in the murders of 21-year-old Carlos Loera and 18-year-old Guzman, who were shot and unalived in their car September 4th in the 1000 block of 253rd Street in Harbor City. The couple's 1-year-old was in the seat behind them and was shot but survived his injuries. The toddler's car seat slowed down the velocity of the bullets. This is like so sad. So sad. The suspect is also accused in the murder of 17-year-old Joseph Saldana, who was gunned down September 30th in the 1200 block of North Park, Western Drive in San Pedro. Saldana was with 3 other people when one or more suspects approached them on foot and shot them, the LAPD reported. So this particular incident, Mr. Saldana was actually approached and then shot. And Mr. Johnson was with multiple people when this happened. Saldana was pronounced unalive at the scene. The other victims, apparently in their early 20s, were hospitalized in stable condition, according to police. So what this appears to be to me, Mr. Saldana was unalive, but there were multiple people in this group that were shot. But they were hospitalized and they were found to be in stable condition. While it offers some relief to know that a suspect is in custody, family members say it does not fill the hole left behind by their loved ones. He had just graduated from high school and was just in the process of starting college and his first job. Saldana's godmother, Monique Vasquez, said at the news conference him until it was stripped away by this senseless act of violence. It's like so sad. If we ever felt sad, she was always there for us, Vanessa Guzman said about her sister Ashley Guzman. She never showed her weak side. Another shooting happened October 2nd, where a man was shot and wounded in Wilmington. This is something that nobody wants to see, and the LA County District Attorney's Office pledges to work with Los Angeles Police Department, our other justice partners, and the community to make sure we can try to stem some of this violence to our younger people. Deputy District Attorney Bobby Gray said, that's a great message, because we don't want to take people before they have a chance to live their lives, before they have a chance to grow and develop and pursue whatever dreams they have. When you're taking somebody's life at such an early age, you prevent them from having time with their family, pursuing their goals, going to college, having a job, developing as a person. Just so many life events, getting married, having children, you're taking it away from them, but you're also taking away from their family, their siblings, their parents. You leave such a hole in that family. It's devastating. Police say they are not releasing Johnson's booking photo at this time, but say he was a part of a gang and believe the shootings were gang related. Um, that's what I kind of felt when um, Carlos and Ashley were shot. I felt like because of how it happened, it could be, it could be mistaken identity, it could be gang related, it could be gang initiation. It's just the way that it happened. It didn't seem like they were targeted specifically because something happened. By them being so young, it just seemed like, what could they have gotten into? They're sitting in a car with their small child, and someone comes along and just unloads on the car, not even trying to shield the child or avoid the child. It just seems something where somebody would come and spray the area. And, you get instances like this where you have kids, that are unalive because bullets don't have names, they don't have targets. Once you discharge that weapon, it's possible to harm people that was not your intention, right? So you just have to be very responsible and safe. And sometimes, you just can't control what another person is going to do. So they have some kind of news cover. So let's try to check that out. And I apologize if it's like a lot of video on there. Yeah, it's an ad. See, the ad. So as the ad is loading, I'll turn the volume up. Um, we just got to do a better job as a community, working together, coming together. Unfortunately, it's not even safe to just be sitting in your car, sitting in your car in front of your house. You have to go inside or maybe sit in the backyard, think of ways to try to stay safe.
Down on September 30th of last year. Police announced at a press conference that a suspect has been arrested.
On Monday, January 22nd, 2024, this week, an operation was completed which led to the arrest of Dion Johnson, a 20-year-old man.
Loera and Guzman's baby survived his gunshot wounds thanks to the car seat, which slowed the velocity of the bullets. 4 other adults sustained gunshot wounds in a separate shooting, including a third that took place in October of last year. While it offers some relief to know that a suspect is in custody, family members say it does not fill the hole left behind by their loved ones.
He had just graduated from high school and was in the process of starting college and his first job. He had his entire life in front of him until it was stripped away by a senseless act of violence. If we ever felt sad, she was always there for us. She never showed her weak side.
Deputy District Attorney Bobby Gray says the LA County District Attorney's Office has filed charges against Johnson, including 3 counts of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder.
This is something that nobody wants to see, and the LA County District Attorney's Office pledges to work with the Los Angeles Police Department, our other justice partners, and the community to make sure that we can try to stem some of this violence to our young people.
Police say they are not releasing Dion Johnson's booking photo at this time, but say he was a part of a gang and believe the shootings were gang related.
It's just, you can talk until you're blue in the face, unless there's action behind the words. You want people to feel safe. You want them to be able to go about their day in a community. And you're not thinking that somebody's going to come along and do this. Easily I could be working in my yard, planting flowers, and someone can decide they want to, unalive me and do it. So I feel like something like this can really happen to anyone. And the sad and unfortunate part is that you just can't control another person's behavior. You have to always be, as I say in these videos, stay smart, stay safe, stay savvy, do things with someone else if you can. And in this instance, she was with her child's father. Ashley was with her child's father, Carlos. Probably not thinking that this is going to happen at all. I'm sure they would have protected their child if they thought that. So it's just very unfortunate. So please remember, to, if you have information, if you have details, if you have a tip, please reach out to law enforcement. Give them that information. They need that help. They need that help. And it appears that there's multiple shootings, multiple people unalive, multiple people injured. Mr. Johnson, if he is the assailant, he hurt a lot of people. He ruined his life, but more importantly, he hurt a lot of people. This is a ripple effect across all of these families, not just the small child, but in the community. It creates fear, and you don't want people to be afraid, not in this way, to even just have their regular coming and goings, sitting in the car, having a conversation. So we're just praying for the families. We want the people that are hospitalized, hopefully they are out now, that they are improving, that they will be able to have a full recovery. And we're just praying for the community across the world. There's been so much violence, so many acts. Police have it so hard right now. We have to support the police. They don't always get it right, but sometimes they do get it right. So let's just pray for them, their families, because they're risking their life every day to keep us safe. So thank you for checking out this video. I'm going to try to do an update once Mr. Johnson's case starts to develop and go to trial and things like that. I will try to keep Carlos and Angela, and also Mr. Saldana, all of them in my mind as these cases move forward. More so my main case, the couple, but we'll try to keep that in mind to see what will be the outcome in his trial, or if he does a plea. More than 95% of cases are pled out, so maybe he would do a plea of some sort so the family don't have to go through and suffer through a long trial. So again, that's why this channel is called Hidden Horror, because you sometimes just don't know where it's coming from, the anger that people have inside, the violence that they're willing to do. And unfortunately, in these cases, it does not sound like it was provoked. It sounds like this was something that this person was doing, acts of violence in the community. So thank you again for checking out this video. Please look for an update as Dion Johnson's case starts to go matriculate through the system. We will try to keep you posted on that as well. So take care, my friends. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in a video soon. Good night. Bye, everybody. Good night. Bye, my friends.